What you want, yeah. We just chillin' by the Wawas, lemonade with the large fries. Puff twice for the calm high, ayy, what you want, yeah. Big checks make the bank bounce. Old school candy paint down. Bad chicks, they from down south, ayy, what you want, yeah.
Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, BQ Quick Review. I'm your host, BQ, and today we're going to be doing a talk episode about Sneako being banned. Now, Sneako is a content creator who is based in New York, but I think he moved to Miami now, so he's not in New York anymore. But yeah, he used to make a lot of philosophical videos, and he's very famous for his 1 minute podcast that he would do at, I think, West 4th train station. I used to work around there, so I recognize the place. And yeah, he used to just sit down on the street and talk with people about very controversial topics and get people's opinions on things. You know, a content creator, you know, that I like. I still do like to a certain extent. I just disagree with a lot of the stuff he says now. He kind of did a complete 180 on me. But yeah, I still like, whether I disagree with him though, but I still like him and his content, and people that are willing to have the conversation. But recently he has been canceled and deplatformed off of YouTube, and I think a couple other platforms. But yeah, my thoughts on Sneako being canceled. Like I said, I'm not a fan of cancel culture and deplatforming, but I think Sneako's case is a bit different. He was already teetering on the line of cancellation, but you know, he kind of broke one of the guidelines or whatever. Yeah. He was saying some hateful comments towards, I think it was the Jewish community or something, I believe. And obviously, you know, I in context, he's just joking, but you know, a lot of people don't joke about things like that. And even if it's just a joke, you can't do that on these platforms. You can't do it. You know, you might be able to get away with that at a comedy show or something, but you can't do that on these platforms. And Sneako should have known better on that, you know. Yeah, but like I said, I don't agree with him being deplatformed and everything. You know, I don't agree with any content creator being deplatformed. I don't think it's a good thing. But yeah, I just want to speak about like Sneako and just the change and transition that he's made, because you know, a lot of people I do see online, a lot of people will say they like the old Sneako. And, you know, he might be confused on that, you know, a bit, but I understand what they mean. You know, I feel like when he is doing those 1 minute podcasts and these interviews and stuff and talking with people out on the street, it was very enlightening. It was very good content. And then I think it was the transition to where he went to like live streaming, and while some of the content there was good, he transitioned and went to this weird like conspiracy freaking side, you know. And I really these weird conspiracy theory people really like just, they're not, I feel like you can't even speak to them. I feel like I can't have a debate with a person that still thinks the world is flat, you know. So it's very hard to talk with these people, because it only takes one thing for them to just run along and go with, you know. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it only takes something looking weird. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, you know, this looks like this is weird, or this looks like, you know, this is awkward or something, and they base their arguments off of that and stuff like that. And it's just very weird. But I felt like he went in the whole conspiracy route, and I felt like he went in a whole red pill route. Now, don't get me wrong. I think that I've spoken about all of the pills or whatever, and I think my wheat waffles pill breakdown, I spoke about each pill and everything like that. And like I said, about just a short synopsis, I think all the pills have things that are bad about them. I think that you should identify some of the things that work with your life and contribute them to yourself. You know, I don't think everything just works for everybody, but yeah, Sneako went in the whole red pill route thing, and he went crazy with it, you know, and I think that that's where people like, you know, Sneako kind of changed. I don't know if I like his content and stuff like that, you know, still like the guy, but I do think that I kind of agree with that. I do think that his content went into the wrong direction to where he started making more content talking about men and women dynamics, but he had this like rage behind it where it was just like it showed off his immaturity, for me at least. You know, there's certain things in like the men's space to where I don't want the men's space to turn. I think the men's space is very, very I think that it's very necessary. It's very important. Even if it comes in a form of red pill or whatever you want to call it, I do think that it is necessary. What I don't want is for things to get overboard to where just like feminism was a necessary thing, you have overcorrection, you know? And I think with men's content and everything, I don't want it to get to that space where there's overcorrection. And what do I mean by that? I mean where you get these radical feminists. I feel like the radical feminist is now equivalent nowadays to the radical men's content creator or a radical red pillar or whatever pill, insert whatever pill you want to say. You know, I don't want it to be so many radicals and extremists. I feel like with every group or every content or whatever, there are going to be radicals and things like that. And I do feel like Sneako's kind of gone in that direction to where he's looking kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. And then he has these whole weird ass conspiracy theories based on no fact or and mostly feeling, you know. So I think where I first started to see Sneako, I think it was this debate where I was very disappointed in him. I'm not gonna lie, and it was the debate with him and another YouTube OG content creator, Young Don, and they were debating about Asians stop black hate on Asian crime or something like that. And Sneako took this stance that a lot of the crimes going on against Asians were from blacks, and because blacks are racist towards Asians and things. And, you know, I was just very disappointed from that video. And then, you know, I still heard him out because I like to hear people's arguments, and his argument just fell flat on his freaking face. He took a big L in that interview with Young Don. But I think they're both cool or whatever. But yeah, I just think that that interview was just an L. But yeah, Sneako has just gone in a whole different direction, you know? And I think he's hitting one of those spaces to where he's just one of those people that you can tell them whatever they want. It's going to go in one ear and out the other because they already feel like they know something. They know what they're talking about. They know everything. The one thing that comes with maturity is understanding that you don't know everything and being open to learn and understand. And if you don't agree with something, you know, say your piece, and then if you can't, you know, go on with your way, then that's that. But yeah, Sneako has just gone a whole different direction. So that's just my short thoughts on Sneako, guys. I just want to talk about the whole cancellation of him and everything. But I still think that he has a way to come back and be a dope content creator. But a lot of the stuff that he's doing, a lot of stuff that he's saying, I'm not agreeing with right now. And yeah, but I still don't agree with him being deplatformed or whatever. But I understand, let me not get it twisted, I understand why he was platformed. He broke YouTube guidelines and things of such. But if you guys know Sneako, what are your thoughts on Sneako? And what are your thoughts on, I want to know your thoughts on like being deplatformed in cancel culture. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's right? Is there a way you can balance it or whatever? Like, what are your thoughts on cancel culture and being deplatformed? My thing is, if one person can be deplatformed for their opinion, just don't forget that at one point when the majority disagrees with you, you can be deplatformed too. So that's why I'm completely against deplatforming and cancel culture. But let me know your guys' thoughts. BQ Quick Review. You know how we do.
Pick up the pieces and patches I gotta be, cause the edges are jagged. I do not call my peace lessons with real beef, they be squeezing them ratchets. You not the same person that you on internet, I've been smelling some catfish. Don't condone violence cause we move in silence, you know that they got it like Metal Gear Solid. Pick up the pieces and patches I gotta be, cause the edges are jagged. I do not call my peace lessons with real beef, they be squeezing them ratchets. You not the same person that you on internet, I've been smelling some catfish. Don't condone violence cause we move in silence, you know that they got it like Metal Gear Solid.